So this is going to be a video on my cactus collection. This is the shelf that it sits on within my greenhouse, and I'm also going to talk about some of the other plants in my greenhouse. So I'll start here with my stone plant collection. In this pot it's mostly Lithops hookeri, but I also have a split stone plant, Police Pilosnella, I think it's pronounced. It looks dead, but it is starting to grow there in the middle again. Now, if you look at the stones, little pebbles, they're not all what they appear. If you look very carefully, there are some other little lithops which have grown from seed. I'm not sure all of the species. There are many species in amongst the pebbles. I just think it looks quite nice, a nice little display. Next to them then are my Opuntia compressa. These are from New Jersey. A very cold, hardy cactus. All my cactuses live outdoors. None more hardier than the Opuntia Fragilis. These are found right up into the Arctic Circle and are one of the hardiest cactuses, surviving very cold temperatures. Another Opuntia compressa. You can just see it's starting to grow now that the weather's warming up. More Opuntia Fragilis. Again, very hardy, can overwinter outside. As long as they're kept dry, the roots must be dry or they'll rot. I live in a temperate climate. We rarely get below zero, but we do get cold winters. The next one here is Opuntia microdacea. This is a new one. It was broken up in the pot when I got it, so I've replanted the two little pieces that broke off, but it's starting to grow. This is Trichoceros pachanoi. These can grow quite large. You can see it's small at the moment, but it should eventually hit 2 meters. Next is another new one, the Camoceras sylvestri, more commonly known as the peanut cactus. And you can see why there that the little offshoots look a bit like peanuts. Next is a ball cactus. I'm not sure the species. Next to that is Opuntia Ficus-Indica. This is a spineless form. I'm hoping this grows because it should provide good food for my tortoises. Next then is little Agave americana, just a little pup that's starting to grow. This is a little variegated pelargonium cutting that's just been rooted in there. Next, these are my Lithops seedlings. They're just shedding their outer leaves now, so they don't look great, but hopefully that'll be reabsorbed and they'll look better. Next is my Opuntia azuri, one I found in a garden centre in a pot that was so wet that it was covered in moss, and you can see the damage there. But I rescued it, repotted it, and lo and behold, it has flowered, and a beautiful flower as well. These are Echium pinanas. I've grown these from seed, and they're doing quite well, and I'm looking forward to getting them outside. This is an Echeveria elegans, and you can see there that it's flowering at the moment as well. And that's just a little pup that's rooting at the side. This is an Aloe Vera. I bought this last year in Tenerife. It overwintered outside, no problem. A bit of frost damage there, but you can see that it's growing again. Nice healthy shoots. Surprised that that survived the winter. Now, this is not obviously a cactus. This is my water lily, and it has just flowered, and it looks fantastic. This is a little pond that I built from plywood and pond liner, and you can see my little minnow swimming around in there. But isn't it beautiful? Gorgeous plant. Next is my jungle half of the greenhouse. In here there are many tropical plants, various lilies, bananas, colocasias, hostas, ferns, all sorts really. Of course, a pond with aquatic plants. A little South African corner with pelargoniums and spider plants, which have overwintered outside in the greenhouse as well. But what I really wanted to show you was the arid bed in here. It's built up slightly higher than the rest for good drainage. That's an Aloe aberrensis. And then behind that then is another Opuntia Ficus-Indica, which was fruiting, but now the fruits seem to be growing pads, which is interesting. All the plants are relatively cold hardy. The greenhouse does protect them from frost. Even the spider plants, they can handle down to around 2 degrees, as can the pelargoniums. But they never get a hard frost in here because they're in the greenhouse. The bananas are hardy bananas. That's a big daddy hosta. That's an aquatic plant called brook lime, and little forget-me-not like flowers, which are very delicate and pretty. Very beautiful. So that's my greenhouse, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and if you'd like to see more, like, subscribe, and check out my other videos of my collection of plants and animals.